Rufai Oseni and Seun of Chinese television finally go on a dashboard in a live interview. Based on this forthcoming 2027 election, things are actually happening which a lot of Nigerians are not even aware of. A lot of things are happening. Nigerians are not aware of all these things. Come and see what Igbo's elders are doing. Come and see what the OHANAEZE, or what did they call them? Come and see what they're doing. These people are behind everything that is actually happening based on the hardship that TINUBU actually bestowed on Nigerians. Because of the stomach frustration of these people, come and see what these people are doing. You hear from Rufai Oseni and Seun. Come and see how they disgrace these people a few hours ago based on Peter B ambition. I'll play the full video. You see things the way it goes. I'd like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just want to share it. Share it to the best social media platforms. Let it go viral. And if you can share it, just want to like it. Like the video, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great wonderful viewers, welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, just do endeavor to click the red subscription button appearing on your video screen, and the same time as you're clicking it, click the notification bell icon alongside so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot is actually happening based on the 2027 election that is forthcoming. Dramas are erupting everywhere. But come and hear from Rufai of Arise TV. Come and see how he give it that boost amidst everything that they're actually doing against Peter B 2027 election. You will hear what Seun said as well. This interview is actually mind-blowing because nobody ever expected what the so-called OHANAEZE or the Igbo elders and all of that. I said they see some of these Igbo elders, they're supposed to put their back on the wall and just poof them with gun, and that's what's supposed to happen to them because these people are not even caring for Nigerians. They don't care whether Nigerians are hungry. They don't care whether Nigerians are in multidimensional poverty. They don't care whether they're kidnapping Nigerians in their country. They don't care whether bandits are invading everywhere. Terrorists are invading everywhere in Nigeria. These people don't care. All they care about is their stomach infrastructure. Many of these people, they're supposed to just put all of them in a single hole and just poof all of them. Come and see what these people said few hours ago. Come and see what actually caused the kasala that burst few hours ago in live interview amidst Rufai Oseni and Seun of Chinese television. I'll play the full video now. You hear things the way it goes. These people are doing everything possible to just ensure they destroy the ambition of Peter B in 2027, and Nigerians will not have a chance to live a good life in their country again. I'll play the full video. You see things the way it goes. I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share the video, just share it. Share it to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know the evil that these people are actually doing. And if you can share it, just like the video, like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. You know, Rufai and the likes of others in the ADC came out a few days ago, and they make it out to the general public that the 2027 election is not TINUBU versus PDP, TINUBU versus Labour Party, or APC versus any party in Nigeria. They said the 2027 election is APC TINUBU versus Nigerian people. Because Nigerians are tired of all these things that are actually happening in their country. Nigerians are tired of the insurgencies, the way they're poofing everybody in their different states and all of that. I get to know that they poof a man, they poof his entire family in just one night in Benue, and it's only this man that actually become the survivor. Now, what do you expect that kind of person, what kind of trauma do you expect that person to have? Now, Nigerians are tired of the TINUBU government. They're tired of the so-called APC agenda and all of that. They're trying to change their government in 2027. And some people that call themselves Igbo elders, the people that call themselves the OHANAEZE, come and see what these people are cooking to do. Come and see the way they're trying to jeopardize or destroy the ambition of Nigerians. Because this is not even Peter Abi's ambition. These are Nigerians' ambition to change or to chase TINUBU out of office. But these people came out to just ensure that they destroy the chances of Nigeria. Let me play the full video so that you hear everything the way it goes. Listen to what these people said, and you hear what Rufai said. And in course of the video, you will see what Seun said as regards this matter. Come and see things the way it goes. So if you can share the video, share it. If you can't share it, just like it. Do it to share it. Let it go viral and let a lot of people get to know what's happening as far as the 2027 election is concerned. Don't allow the people to be deformed. Just stay connected. I'll come back again.
Igbo socio-cultural group OHANAEZE has announced that no Igbo man will contest for the presidency in 2027 against the incumbent president Bola Ahmed TINUBU. The group says that the possibility of the Southeast producing the president of Nigeria can only be achieved in 2035, not 2027.
Please, any Igbo man that wants to run for presidency, go ahead and run. Do not listen to OHANAEZE Ndigbo. It is clear, it is certain that socio-political groups are fast losing their relevance. We had our own tiff between factions of Afenifere on who to endorse in the last elections. Till today, that tiff is still on, although some of them say they are trying to reconcile. Socio-political groups cannot hold the ace of anybody's ambition. The analogy that the surest path to presidency will be waiting till 2035 is their own agenda. And you have seen clearly, they put somebody, measure the name in their own agenda, which is Umahi. So that's the OHANAEZE Ndigbo's Umahi's agenda. It's different from the free rights you have as enshrined in the Constitution. No socio-political group can tell you your faith. That's just it. But I'm not surprised. A women's wing of OHANAEZE, I think, tilted towards ATIKU in the last election. Professor George Obi, also when he was alive then, tilted towards Obi. So the truth is, no socio-political group, they are just like another pressure group. And what pressure groups do is, they come out of their pressure cooker and talk. It doesn't mean it's a generality. I just have to set that straight. Secondly, about Atiku Abubakar, yes, he has a right to run. Everybody will compete effectively in the field and we'll see who will emerge. Because there have been indications that he will not run, he should not run, and everything. I'm not going to stop anybody's right to run. But I'm also going to say some things this morning. Number one, we have to say it the way it is. If you have candidates in this coalition that can't come together because of their ambition, definitely it will fracture the coalition in such a way that it will make it an easier ticket for President TINUBU. So while all of them are jostling to have capacity, in the emergence of a particular candidate, it is in their best interest that they work together. If they don't work together, they make it easier. And that's just it. It shows from history, it's better to have a coalition of forces to fight against an incumbent. It's not today we've been doing it. In 1999, we did the same. Olufalaye and Marsh in Kafi, NPP, and what's it called, and the Alliance for Democracy had to come together to fight the march of Olusegun Obasanjo. The APC also reprised that with the coalition of APGA and other political parties, and some people out of the PDP coming together to be able to fight incumbent President Goodluck Jonathan then in 2015. It's better off that way because you have a better footing and you have a coalition of forces to pretty much do that. But in the case where there's an emergence of a candidate from the coalition and there's a division, it makes it easier for President TINUBU. And trust me, President TINUBU will not sit down and allow you come together. He doesn't even want it in the first place because he's a politician and he also wants to win. That's just my beat about that. The other point this morning will be that of the NBA conference. And it's apt. In fact, kudos to the NBA. Because the NBA conference holding in Enugu is an act of defiance in itself. We all know the story. They left Rivers, that was supposed to be the initial host, because of the state of emergency declared, which they have strong objections to. But the sad reality is that till date, that case have not been heard by the Supreme Court. Are we waiting till the end of the expiration of state of emergency before we now hear the case and say it's been overtaken by events? Because you see, if we don't hear the case, when we ask the questions of what happened to democracy in Nigeria, we will mention the courts. And I want those conversations about the state of emergency to also be brought up at this NBA conference. And why is the Supreme Court finding it difficult to be able to hear cases, especially when they are time-bound like that? When you see in this same Rivers case, there were other judgments that were speedily dispensed by the court, especially the local government issue, if you remember.
Yeah.
And as of today, the bone of contention by a lot of people leading up to this local government election on the 30th of August is the same 90 days clause at which those associated to Wike went to court last year. That's what some people are also proving now, but they are saying because there's a state of emergency and there's a suspension of the laws of the land in the state that they can go ahead and do the election. So you can see what one man complained about last year, today is no longer a problem for him. And when we point out this hypocrisy, people say, oh, why do you point out? But see, we have to point out hypocrisy. Because you know why? Hypocrisy is the homage that vice pays to virtue. Let's not forget that. Hypocrisy is the homage that vice pays to virtue. People that have vices also want to act like they are virtuous. And that's where they go the line of hypocrisy.
ATIKU was an error for the PDP in 2023.
Well, as a result of the elections turned out and because Nigerian people spoke, definitely it was an error.
And the party has regretted it.
Of course. To lose a very monumental election in that disastrous manner, as it were, certainly is something for regret.
But what are the possibilities of Peter Obi returning to the PDP?
You know, in politics, nothing is certain. I've always said that in politics, 2 + 2 is not 4. And so, and these are matters of interest. And when it comes to existential interest from a community of persons within a geopolitical zone, it is possible.
But those who are talking to Peter Obi, how far with that conversation?
Well, the conversation is predicated on the belief by such individuals that if Peter Obi comes back and he is the most favored candidate, the most supported candidate, and becomes a candidate, the PDP will make an impact in the 2027 election.
So with Peter Obi, if he's on the ballot in the name of the PDP, there is almost an assurance for the PDP. Is that the feeling on the inside?
Of course, that's the feeling.
Are you part of the party talking to Peter Obi?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But I can tell you for free that the PDP, like I told you before, is a big brand rooted in the Nigerian people. And so if, like now that the ticket has been zoned to the south, there are several other persons that can also fly the flag of the party.
So, I mean, what about former President Goodluck Jonathan?
Former President Goodluck Jonathan is also a credible candidate.
But what are the possibilities? We understand that talks are also ongoing.
Well, so, yeah, some persons are talking to the president, former president, to come and run, and it's a possibility.
But those who fear about constitutionalism, based on how many times he has been sworn into office in a taking oath of office, and those who are warning your party that if you thread on that part, it might be dangerous.
There's nothing dangerous there. You will recall that in 2015, when President Jonathan GCFR wanted to run, there were hues and cries all over the place about the constitutionality of his candidature. But eventually, it was settled even by the court that he was qualified to run, and that is why he ran.
But you know what the Supreme Court has said about that vacuum, which was, of course, it was circumstances around Goodluck Jonathan himself, when Yar'Adua and the vacuum that was left in the death of the former president, Musa Yar'Adua, and when he left office, the circumstance and the vacuum in our constitution and what the constitution says about the oath of office and the preemption or the intentionality, the intention of the drafters of the constitution as to the chances of anyone that is taking an authority of office should not have taken more than the oath of office or have opportunity of serving for 4-year term for not more than 2 times. But if you calculate it, it will have been said that if Goodluck Jonathan is returned, he only spent 5 years in office, Goodluck Jonathan would have spent about 9 years, which is against the position of the constitution that 4-year term of not more than 8 years.
And then you know that Goodluck Jonathan had never been president for 8 years.
But
and you will also want to recall that
twice
similar issues arose when John Linyame of Taraba and Abba of Yobe contested for governor, having served part of the period
of the former
governors of their respective states. And the court came clean that yes, that definitely wouldn't count as one of the issues or one of the terms contemplated by the Constitution.
So that's what you imagine has happened in the case of the 1 year plus of former President Yaradua spent by Goodluck Jonathan.
Yeah, exactly. Because if that were not the case, Goodluck Jonathan wouldn't have been qualified, for instance, to contest for president.
Qualification is one thing.
Yes.
And serving in office will be another.
No. What I'm saying is that
won the election,
by the time
that may have been contested and jeopardized in the courts.
If it was contested, I have given you 2 examples of people who are similarly completed the terms of offices of their respective governors, and they came back, won election, and finished their own second terms.
So you don't think there's anything dangerous or risky about Goodluck Jonathan?
Not at all. Not at all, because I can tell you for sure here now that even at that, in the run-up to the 2015, Goodluck Jonathan was taken to court on account of this same argument that you are raising now, and the court ruled that no, he cannot be disqualified on the basis of that.
There is another gallant personality in your party who is a governor, and his name has come up severally, and he's governor of your station, and there are those who say that's not a very good candidate if he emerges. What are you guys thinking in the PDP about such a personality?
Well, Seyi Makinde is the governor of your state. He's performed very creditably well, and so he wants to run for president. And like I said, he will not be the only person that will be running for president in 2027 if it comes to that. And so by the time Nigerians in the PDP gather and weigh the pros and cons of all the candidates, PDP members will be able to pick a candidate by their estimation that is capable of challenging the APC government. And so if it is Seyi Makinde, fine by us, then all of us will fight behind him. But I can assure you that there are more than one other or 2 persons that are in contention.
And you don't think it's a preclusion?
It's not a preclusion. It's not a preclusion.
So because what the party has said that this ticket has bin zoned, what you did in 2003 or 2022 was to say the party ticket has been thrown open. But this time around you say, what you have said invariably is that Abba Moro might be the best candidate to be Nigeria's next president, but because he's a northern Nigerian, he cannot run on the platform of the PDP. That is the decision of the NEC yesterday.
No.
And my guess yesterday was is an error and unconstitutional.
I can tell you this. The person who said it was an error certainly is not abreast with the constitution of the party. The party regulates its functions and its systems, and so the PDP has entrenched in its constitution the principle of zoning. And to all intents and purposes, it was intended that fairness should come to play, that equity should come to play, and that justice should come to play. And so I am saying here, therefore, that the Constitution of Nigeria provides for a level playing ground for all persons aspiring to be whatever in the country to aspire. But the decision of the party is, look, now we are looking onto this place to pick our presidential candidate. It does not preclude any other person. I gave you an example of the beginning where the Rimis and the rest of them contested against Obasanjo. Eventually, Obasanjo won. And so it's not a preclusion in any manner at all. But a decision had to be taken. Don't forget that these same people that are criticizing the zoning that has been pronounced now were the same persons who were complaining about throwing the ticket of the PDP open in 2023.
So you think this is the best decision for the party?
At the moment, yes.
My guest yesterday criticized. He said all of you that decided on that are working from answer to the question, because all of you are working for Bola Tinubu to become the next president of Nigeria, to be re-elected. Now, whatever decision you have made is a summary that election of 2027 is going to be won easily by Bola Tinubu and the APC.
Well, the taste of the pudding is in the eating of it. We'll look at it, we'll come to terms with it when 2027 comes, because ordinarily, even by logic, if we learn from the mistake that I said was made in 2023, as at the time that Bola Tinubu, the president, Bola Tinubu was picked as a candidate from the south, other candidates contested against him from the north. Did they win? They didn't win. And party politics and elections are about strategizing and winning elections.
All right. Give me a moment, but I'd like to know, there are those of you in NEC who have promised that you will punish Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister. I want to know how you're going to do that.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see everything that is actually going on. Nigerians are tired of the government. Nigerians are tired of Tinubu. Nigerians are tired of the so-called APC and all of that. You know, Nigerians are tired in their own country. They said enough is enough. These people protested in the 1 year of Tinubu in office. Nigerians protested in 1 year of Tinubu in office. They protested in 2 years of Tinubu in office. They protested in and out, but yet they used the police to actually disrupt the protests, and they used different means to actually scatter them so that the protests will not stand out. All of that. If the government of Tinubu is actually okay for Nigerians, will Nigerians be protesting in this 1 year of Tinubu in office? Nigerians are not gullible people. They will never be so heartless to just ensure that they disrupt the government of Tinubu. They will never do that. But Nigerians are passing through multi-dimensional poverty, high-jet poverty. Nigerians are passing through a lot in their country, insurgency everywhere. Nigerians are encountering multi-dimensional poverty in their country and hyperinflation everywhere. They cannot afford to buy food in their country. Things have skyrocketed and the price of goods are not even coming down. Now the same Nigerians man the street, they protesting, and some people use the police to actually chase them, and they poof a lot of Nigerians in cause of the protest as well. Now Nigerians are coming on that they're tired of the government, and they try protest to actually correct the shenanigans and the criminality of the government, but the government refused to listen to the voice of the protest. Now they said they wait for 2027 to actually kick Tinubu out of office with their vote. Those are what a lot of Nigerians are saying. Now Nigerians are cooking to actually ensure that they use their vote to take Tinubu out of office and put the proper government there. But some people called the OHANAEZE or whatever they call themselves, they're in one place, they're saying that the 2027 election is not for any Igbo people to contest and all of that against Tinubu. They said if Igbo people want to contest, they should wait in 2035. Where on earth is this happening? Where on earth is this coming from? Meaning that if Peter Obi should contest, Peter Obi should need to wait for 2035. Where on earth is this happening? Is there anything in the constitution like that that you need to wait for a particular time before you can contest as a president in your country? The constitution states that once you are 35 years and above and you have your WAEC certificate, you can contest as a president in the country called Nigeria. So I don't know where this so-called OHANAEZE or whatever they call themselves, but a lot of people believe that Tinubu have supported their stomach infrastructure. That's why they can come out to make that kind of ridiculous speech. Coming out to say that nobody should contest against Tinubu in cause of the 2027 election, that if any Igbo people want to contest, they should wait till 2035, is actually disrupting in the air. It's an SO to everyone in Nigeria. Nigerians have been reacting based on that. That who are the OHANAEZE? What did they call themselves? These groups have reduced themselves to zero because of the stomach infrastructure that they're getting financial support on from APC and all of that. Now you can hear what Rufai said in this very video, and you can hear what Seun actually said in this very video. OHANAEZE came out, they said no, any Igbo people should wait in 2035 because they can contest or challenge any election and all of that. But Seun asked a question to the senator that was actually interviewing because of that video, and the senator is making it known to the general public that yes, he's from PDP and he's a very strong person in PDP, that the PDP are doing everything possible to actually talk to Peter Obi to come and be a flag bearer in PDP. Is Peter Obi not from the southeast? That shows that the OHANAEZE voices is already zero, because PDP is a very strong party as far as Nigeria is concerned, and Peter Obi is already in ADC, and this PDP in question, they are aspiring to bring Peter Obi as a big name to come under the PDP umbrella to come and challenge TINUBU in 2027. They said that is when they will stand a good chance to actually challenge TINUBU in 2027. They said ATIKU that they carried in 2023 to challenge TINUBU was a mistake. They said ATIKU is an error. You can hear Seun asking the question, do you mean ATIKU is an error? They said yes, ATIKU is an error to PDP in 2027. And the wicked that is saying that someone's political agenda or someone's presidential agenda is dead on arrival, they said the same wicked is still in PDP, and they said they will deal with the wicked in 2027. Those are what these people actually said. The PDP said they will ensure that they deal with wicked in 2027 election. Now you can see everything that is actually going. You can see the drama that they erupting. Now, this OHANAEZE in question, they're not pitying Nigerians, they're not pitying hungry Nigerians, they're not pitying Nigerians that are suffering from insurgencies from the hand of bandits, they're not pitying Nigerians that are paying ransom to kidnappers, they're not pitying Nigerians that are poofing every day because of hunger. Nigerians cannot afford to eat 1 square meal even in their home country when TINUBU is actually governing them. And they say Nigerians are happy that in 2027 they want to use their vote to kick TINUBU out of office, and some people are coming out in one place that anybody from the southeast cannot contest in 2027 election until 2035, talking to Peter Obi directly. Now drop your opinion in the comment section of this video as regards everything that these people actually said. Feel free, say your mind in the comment section of this video based on what Rufai said and what Seun actually said in this very video. Just state your mind, as I'm gonna discuss another channel for you. And share, follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious cause plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, why you waiting for church?